Good morning, YouTubers. Sawmill Bill 70 here, down here at the sawmill shed. Yesterday, I was having issues with the engine. It would cut everything. I mean, it starts easy and it idles nice, but as soon as you throttle up on it, it starts surging. And to me, that's a fuel problem. So, what I ended up doing, I don't think I got that on my previous video, but what I ended up doing is, I'll show you here. I put a new fuel filter on. The other one was leaking, and this one's leaking. Wow. I can't believe it. Why is that not sealing? I don't understand it. I can't get a seal on that. I even cut a hunk off the fuel line. But, well, we're going to see how it works. I mean, it's not dripping. I don't think it's dripping, but it is wet, so. Oh, boy. What the heck is going on there? But anyway, that's what we're going to do today, and I want to talk a little bit about what I did with this mill when I had it in there. And I know I have on previous videos, and not everybody is been watching. They might be new to the channel, but when I took this in and before I painted it, all these ends right here, all these ends were open, and I welded them closed. I put caps on and welded them, and the same with the fold-out arms. I closed them up, and I did it on the other end of the frame too. And I don't know if you can see. Well, it's hard to see, but anyway, like here was a hole, and I just put plastic caps in them, and they're over there too. So I'm sure there might be a few that I missed, whatever, but. And everything was like orange on this. I mean, everything. And I wanted to break it up a little bit, so I made the clamp black, and the centerpiece there, the log stop, that's black. And here I have an extension piece that I can put on, and I painted the I don't know what you call them, the piece that the hydraulic cylinder hooks to underneath the log lift, and I painted them black also. They were also orange. So anyway, that's what I did, kind of an overview, and also I capped the top of the outriggers. Now this one here I couldn't get to it to paint it. It was clear in the back of the barn, and I couldn't get back, and you can see this is still a plastic cap on here, and I never did that yet. So now, and the front here, you can see it's a little bit different shade of. This is the original. This here is the original color of the wood miser, and that is the new color. That is. I think it's Alice Chalmer. Might be Alice Chalmer. I'm not sure, but anyway, and I painted it with rattle cans, so it's not a perfect job, but it's nice. It looks nice. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is we're going to see if this runs. I'm going to put another log up there and see how it cuts. I have to have this engine. I have to have all the power of this engine, so I can get through these big monster logs. It's going to take everything that thing has to cut these. And I got to make sure everything's working fine. So I'm not sure what log I'm going to get up there. Also, I decided what I'm going to do with this, how I'm going to close this in. I was going to get metal. Metal is way too expensive. I can't afford that. I don't have that kind of money. But so I'm going to close it in with wood, and probably do board and batten, and I'll close this in. So that's what I'm going to cut all this stuff up for. It's going to be 3/4 inch thick. It's not going to be 1 1/8. That's too thick. So, but these aren't all. Let me check to see what these are. I'm thinking they're only 8 foot, and I need 10 footers in the back. Now that's not quite 9 foot. And there's a 10 footer there. It's looks like a hickory. I got some 10 footers in there, so. And in the front, I only need 6 footers to close that in. And then at the ends here, I don't need an awful lot. I might need a 5 footer and then go smaller as it goes down. But hopefully I can get enough out of that. If I can't, I'll just have to cut more trees down, that's all. But it makes it affordable for me, so that's what I want to do right now. Right now everything looks really great. On these here, yeah, I'm going to mention that these here, now they're solid, they're in there good, but I might drive some stakes down on both sides, drive them down below the surface to help hold them in, and that should do it. So, well, let me get set up here, and I'll bring you along. So, I'll be back to you. Alright, it's time for a blade change. It's getting a little wavy cuts, and that's a sign of a dull blade. So, I mean, it looks good down here. Up there, for some reason, it took a dive. I don't know why, but down here it looks good. They look real good. But anyway, I'm going to change the blade, and then after I do this, I think I'm going to have to tear that carburetor off and clean it and make sure everything's okay with it. So, let me get back. I don't think I can do it with these gloves on. Wow, that was a little painful, but I did it. Okay, this is a resharp, and I do all my own sharpening in settings. But these gloves are not good for this. These are grippy gloves. Not good for changing blades. Okay, I like to track it by hand first, so it seems to be alright. Now I'm going to start it up, and hopefully the blade doesn't fly off. That's why no one's standing in front of it. Looks great. Yes, looks good. Okay. Now let's see if that cuts any better. But I know it's not going to run any better, but it's sure. Let's see if I can get a closer shot. Get you guys in on the action a little better. Just trying to find a good spot here, and not having too much success. You know. All right, let's try that. See how that comes out for you. Alright, this is the first time. I had to make my own scale up to cut these 3/4 inch thick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. We got 10. No, we got 9. We got 9 3/4 inch boards out of that. And let me see if I can flop one off and we can look at it, see what it looks like on the other side. And let me. And there's what it looks like. That's some pretty nice stuff. Got some knots in it, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's going to be siding. But it's heavy unit, 3/4 inch. Anyway, we got 9 of them bad boys. I got to figure out what to do with them. But anyway, what I'm going to do next is I got to tear that carburetor off. I got to see why that's doing that. I really think it's a carburetor. So I will get back to you when I find something out.